channel. It's been a while since we've looked at my reading planner. This is it, and it's from Creating & Co. I've recently picked up some new books, and I want to add them to this planner and just give you a little bit of update. So let's get started. So what I like to do is lay my books out and take a picture of them so that I can add them to my book planner. So I'm going to start off by doing that. The last time I had done this, I hadn't been mindful enough with the way I was laying the books down, and so some of my cuts weren't fabulous. And as I'm noticing on this particular, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this separately. That was horrible. As I'm noticing on this particular picture here, I wasn't super careful either. And I'm using a straight blade because I'm not the best with scissors. So, I think those I can just cut. Ooh, that doesn't feel very straight. So yeah, I can just give those a quick snip. I want to do this side real quick if I can. There we go. Okay. So this is just a personal sized cutter I've had for probably 20 years from Creative Memories. I'm sure you can get your own personal sized cutter in whatever brand. So I did find some new books. I have to admit that I really prefer to read a book, not an ebook or a book on the computer. I don't have a Kindle, although I do have a Kindle app. And I recently read a trilogy, and I had the first two, but the third I read on the computer. It wasn't my favorite way to read. My eyes get tired. I much prefer to hold a book in my hand. And you can take it in the tub too, and on the deck. I guess you could take a Kindle on the tub or on the deck. But anyway, so recently, I should say last weekend, my husband stayed home and I went into town by myself and looked at all the things, including the dollar store. I needed to pop in there, the $1.25 store, and get something for school. And I went to their books section and picked out 4 or 5 of them, and that's what these are. And then I also went to Ollie's and picked up 4 or 5 of them, and that's what these are as well. So now that I've got all my books, I have this neat little thing called a Xyron. This sucker is ancient. I mean, there hasn't been an Ames store in my area in many, many moons. So you place your item down and you just give it a little tug here. And it puts some sticky on the back. I just want to be careful that I'm not putting them in together. I mean, I could actually just put a little bit of Tombow on the back, but I'm doing it this way. That one went in a little crooked because he was going in sideways. Just a little manual thing, no big deal. I'm wasting a little bit this time. I think because last time I stuck it in and it wasn't going very well. I accidentally overlapped a few last time. So yeah, you'll have to leave a comment down below and let me know. Are you a hold a book, paper book person? Are you a Kindle person? Are you an audiobook person? I can honestly say I have never listened to an audiobook. Although, honestly, I would love to be an audiobook reader. I think I would be good at that. I like to do all the voices. So there we go. Give it a little rub. Put my guy back. They do still make Xyrons. Doesn't take batteries or anything. You just put your item in, pull it out. And then you have to give this a good rub. And then the peel part, all of this sticky will be on the back of the pictures. And all the extra, see those two got really close. And then all the extra sticky will be stuck to the plastic. So, and there are authors I really, really like and enjoy. And look for their books, but I'm really open when I go to look at a book. I look at the cover. Does it catch my eye? I look at the title. Does that seem intriguing? I pick it up, I look at it. At this point in my life, if the font is too small, I put it down. Even with my bifocal glasses, I just can't, some of them. And, you know, I have to feel the book. Is the book the right? Some books are a little too big. But anyway, so I love that. So let's see. I really should put in the titles of all the books I've bought, but I haven't. Then I have my reading wrap up. This is where I am currently, April. So we can backtrack. I don't know that I've showed you this at all. I was excited to start, and I started November and December. I'm pretty sure I had shown you that. So in January, I read these 4 books. And I don't count pages. I don't do any of that. And so after, and I didn't fill out the pie graph. After this month, I think I covered a lot of that because it just, I don't know, just wasn't into the data. That was some notes. Same here, March. I read those 4. And then April so far, I have read 3. And this was the one that was an ebook. So I'm actually going to put that down. I have finished this. And yeah, on the computer. There are some places where you can read the PDF version of books for little money or free. Now, this book I thought was pretty good. What color am I using here? It looks like a bluish green. Is it this blue? I think it's this blue. And I liked it. I didn't think it was as good as the prior one, so I'm going to give it 3 stars. I did start a new book. It's called The Language of Sycamores, and I started reading it, and it was, you know, really going really well, and then all of a sudden, I kind of lost my gas with reading. I need to do that. It's a rainy day today, so maybe I'll read more today. I am enjoying it thus far. So, and then I have the rest of my year. I do have the month stickers stuck down They're from the Happy Planner. And then I have this little envelope, plastic envelope that I just have for fun. So let's see. I randomly stuck these in. This is the book I'm currently reading. And I've already filled out the rest. So let's add these guys. So I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm not going to worry about adding them in any particular order other than just sticking them in. I do try to read nonfiction regularly. However, I find that I prefer just your typical escapism. I do like historical fiction. So right there's my nonfiction pick. And there's a couple of historical fictions that I've picked up in here. But mostly I just like to read nice little stories that are calm and fine. Because, ooh, that's a little big. Maybe I could put the stars underneath. Because there's just enough drama in my everyday life. I don't need to actually read something horrible or dramatic. No thanks. For me, the purpose of reading is to get away from the everyday. So yeah, that was kind of fun. And then at Christmas time, so this goes on, and then at Christmas time, I did some Advent journaling. And then I have this envelope. It's just a plastic envelope in the back. It has some of the books to read stickers from Creating & Co. And then I just have this folder and then my back cover slipped in here. So, yep. So that's my reading wrap up thus far. You'll have to let me know what you're currently reading or what you like to read. If you're an audiobook person, if you're a hold it in your handbook person, yeah, let me know. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.